What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the Tampa Bay Lightning's offseason number one goal to acquire a goaltender. And, goaltending did them in this year. They really could have been a team to be reckoned with in the playoffs. They missed the playoffs entirely after, going to Game 7 of the conference finals and really being a win away from having a shot to compete for the Cup. And that's tough, but, there's good goaltenders on the market that can be had. Obviously, Roberto Luongo's forced his way out of Vancouver. I wouldn't touch that contract with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't take on Luongo if they gave him to him for free. They wouldn't. I would if he was free, but that contract, it's going to kill you. And the whole swap Vinny for Luongo thing is retarded. Vinny isn't the player he was a few years ago, and yes, he has a huge cap hit, but I'd rather take his cap hit than Luongo's. LeCavier plays hard and is a leader and instrumental on and off the ice in the Tampa Bay community, and he has no trade clause, and he wouldn't waive to go to Vancouver. I would assume that. Excuse me. A couple of pretty good goalies going high in the draft include PK Subban's brother Malcolm. Obviously, they got 2 first-round picks. I can see them drafting him, but he's a few years away. I think if you were to draft Malcolm Subban, you'd have to sign a guy like Josh Harding to kind of ride the pine, to kind of keep the seat warm for him for 3 or 4 years, and then allow Subban to be eased in gradually. Young goalies that get rushed to the NHL usually don't succeed, and a guy like Subban can really play. I don't know if that's what's in Eisman's plans, but having a plethora of picks can make that happen. Timmy Thomas to the Boston Bruins is also might be available. Obviously, had one of the best postseason runs ever last year, and ignited some controversy off the ice this year with this whole "I'm not going to the White House" shindig. This is dicey. I love Thomas as a Bruin, and I know Tuga can do the job. I'd love to see Thomas go to a shot where he can still go to a team, if they do trade him, where he can still compete for a cup, and I think he can do that with Tampa. But I don't think he's the right fit for that team. I think they need a young goalie. Now, could they trade for Thomas and draft Subban? Yeah. But, why give up assets focus all these assets at one position when you can kind of spread them around and make your team better in so many different ways? That being said, I think Thomas can definitely make that team a cup contender. No doubt about it. With Stamkos, Marty, I think it would be great to see him play with St. Louis. That'd be awesome. Marty still has a few years left in him. He's still a preeminent player, even though he's getting up there in age. And I think Vinny has one more monster year left before he kind of settles out and becomes a 25-goal. I mean, it's what he's settled into, but I think he'll have one more 40-goal season. LeCavier will. Something to look at. Then the 2 young guys, I think they should really kick the tires on. Bernier of the LA Kings, Jonathan Bernier. He's a first-round pick in 2006, has started an upside, and can be had, second and third, probably get him in Tampa. And the rock star, Corey Schneider, I really think a first and Brett Connolly is worth it for him. I think Brett Connolly needs a change of scenery. I think he was kind of mishandled this year by the Lightning coaching staff. I think going back to Western Canada, he can really settle in and be a great forward for the Canucks. That first-round pick will help out. And a guy like Schneider can really, be 26 years old, just entering his prime. You won't have to wait for him to develop. He's still in his prime, and he can definitely make you a contender. And I think he'll be a guy that can really emerge as an upper echelon goalie in the National Hockey League if given a shot to be number one. I think Vancouver can get more trade value for him, but I think he's better than Luongo. I think obviously Luongo's playoff failures are evident, and I think he's a guy that can really, like I said, I think him and Thomas are the 2 best fits for Tampa. I think Bernier probably in the mix too. But, I think he'll be great. I really think he's a guy that can make the Tampa Bay Lightning a contender for years to come. And, and like I said, they have, I think, 6 picks in the first 60, so they can afford to give up a few picks to get them and not hurt their long-term chances, being a contender. So that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on what the Tampa Bay Lightning should do between the pipes this offseason. Stevie Eisman, if you're watching, feel free to hook a brother up as a scout, and I think you and I can really make the Lightning on par with Detroit, your old organization, in terms of prospect development. But I kid Mr. Eisman. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.